AT&T Park in San Francisco, the New York Mets play the San Francisco Giants. New York Mets baseball on SNY is brought to you by Optimum, presenting Mets games in crystal clear HD. By Geico, 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com for a free rate book. By Cadillac. And by StubHub, the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the New York Mets. Well, the Mets enjoyed success in Southern California. Now they've moved their road trip up north. San Francisco, open your Golden Gate. Willie Mays patrols outside under 24 palm trees. AT&T Park is the scene, and it's been the scene of much celebration over the last 5 years. 3 World Series titles in that span for the Giants, including last year led by the amazing performance of Madison Bumgarner, and the Giant fans have had plenty to be excited about. And a pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome to San Francisco. Gary Cohen, Ron Darling with you tonight as the Mets open a 3-game series against the world champion Giants. Mets got good news today. Jacob deGrom, last year's Rookie of the Year, is this year's All-Star for the Mets.
Well, congratulations to Jacob. It just confirms that he's one of the elite starting pitchers in all the National League.
And the Mets have a chance for a second All-Star. J. Ariz Familia is on the final 5 ballot, certainly deserving. It's going to be tough, though.
It's going to be tough with Kershaw and Tulowitzki on the list, but he deserves to be there. 7 times he's gone more than an inning. He's done more than other closers in baseball.
Well, the Giants will have 4 players in the All-Star game. Chris Heston is not one of them, but he had a moment to remember 4 weeks ago at Citi Field as Heston authored the 17th no-hitter in Giants history.
Well, he was fantastic, obviously, in that game. He's got 8 wins on the year, and the thing you loved watching from him that night is his ability to use both sides of the plate with that sinker. He's got a good breaking ball. He can throw 2 different types, hard slider and a big breaking ball that he can hit the back door with. But I thought his composure during that game was pretty amazing. Even when he got in a little bit of trouble in the 9th, he was still able to regroup, get that no-hitter, and a huge game for the Giants and for Heston.
Certainly an unlikely guy to pitch a no-hitter, and that he's not overpowering. How do the Mets change their approach today?
Well, I think the one thing they have to do is a strike thrower, so they have to get ready for that first pitch and make sure maybe they put more first pitch balls in play.
Well, the Mets are coming off a terrific offensive performance yesterday in L.A., led by a spectacular series from Wilmer Flores.
Well, I think it was his best series all year, 10 for 13. But Terry Collins and Kevin Long have been preaching this all season long. Go the opposite way. Use the middle of the diamond. Keep the ball out of the air. A lot of the Mets hitters became home run conscious. They weren't yesterday, and they amassed all those hits and those runs. One of the best games they've had all year.
That's with 8 runs and 15 hits yesterday. They hadn't had that many hits since the middle of May, with Flores leading the way, and they'll try and continue that today to try and get John Neese off the schneid. Neese has been pitching well, but hasn't had a win since May the 9th.
I mean, 9 starts have gone by, and Neese has been pretty solid. His last 5 starts, he's gone 7 innings or more. You see the start he made against the Cubs in a loss. There have been many of those games of late. He's always pitched well here, though. It's at A&T Park.
So it's Neese for the Mets and Heston for the Giants. When we come back, Steve Gelbs will be talking with the Mets. Flores, Mets and Giants, all the action on SNY. local Tri-Honda dealer for great deals on the 2015 models. By State Farm, today's State Farm agent of the game is Gil Walton of the Bronx. Contact Gil at gilwalton.net. And by Empire City Casino, Manhattan's closest casino. Your luck starts here. Get to Citi Field this Friday when the Mets take on the Diamondbacks at 7:10 p.m. All fans in attendance will receive a Mets emoji T-shirt and a gift card courtesy of Dunkin' Donuts. For tickets, visit Mets.com/Free Shirt Fridays. The road ahead brought to you by Buick. Mets play 3 here in San Francisco. They get a day off Thursday and then play their final series before the All-Star break at Citi Field against the Diamondbacks over the weekend. After the break, they go to St. Louis and Washington to start the traditional second half of the season. Well, earlier today during batting practice, Steve Gelbs caught up with Mets second baseman Wilmer Flores, coming off a great series in L.A.
Wilmer, 10 hits versus the Dodgers. That's it's pretty good, to say the least. When you're on a hot streak like that, is that something that you sense coming, or is it just something that happens?
I think it's something that happens. You know, every time you go to home plate, you just want to hit the ball hard. And if you get 4 hits, you get 4 hits, good for you. But, you know, that's in the past, and what you want to do is keep swinging and keep hitting the ball hard.
What were the challenges this weekend in particular facing guys like Greinke and Kershaw?
Well, it wasn't gonna be fun those nights, and they weren't fun. But you know, having those pitchers out there, just got to battle, and try for them to make mistakes. And they made a few, and we beat Kershaw, and we couldn't beat Greinke, but you know, we still played the season, and the series.
You got 10 hits in 3 days, and against 2 of the pitchers, you said it wasn't fun, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. I mean, every time he's on the mound, and he doesn't miss much. With Greinke, he made a couple mistakes, and I'll talk about it as just mistakes, but they don't make many.
What is your approach at the plate? What are you technically looking to do, and what were you specifically technically looking to do in this series?
Well, just try to. What I think is try to set up the middle as much as I can, and having a sinker ball guy today, I don't want to pull the ball much. I want to set up the middle, at least think up the middle. But you know, just gotta keep swinging and keep hitting the ball hard.
Wilmer, how much pressure is there on this offense when the pitching is going as well as they are to produce some runs?
Well, as everybody knows, our pitching staff is great, so we just gotta score a few, and. You know, we don't want to put too much pressure on ourselves. We just want to go out there and relax and swing it. And we're all professionals. We know what we're doing. And we're gonna swing fine. We're gonna be fine.
Wilmer Flores, 10 for 13 on the weekend. Hot streak coming into this one against the Giants. Thanks so much.
We will.
Well, it helped the Mets put together their best offensive day in ages yesterday. They'll try and keep it going today in the city by the bay. What a nice city it is, too. First pitch coming up. Sign up today at Mets.com/Delta Dugout. Time now for you to tweet your strongest fan photo. Use hashtag SNY DataStrongFan. And you might see yourself in an upcoming broadcast brought to you by T-Mobile. During tonight's game, you can get interactive with SNY Game Day on SNY.TV, featuring pitch-by-pitch coverage, player cards, and in-depth stats. Check out SNY Game Day on SNY.TV, your online home of all things New York sports. Well, Chris Heston, who no-hit the Mets the last time he faced them, will get another crack at the Mets, or should we say the Mets will get another crack at him tonight in San Francisco before another sellout crowd, the 369th in a row at AT&T Park. Geico starting lineup. Kurt Neuenhuis is back from Las Vegas after his brief sojourn into the Angels organization. He'll play left field tonight. Michael Kadar will play first base. The struggling Lucas Duda will get a day off to at least clear his head as the Mets face Heston for the second time.
Well, this is one of my favorite parts of the job is you see the Toyota numbers, good numbers for Heston. 356 players were taken for Heston in 2009 in the Major League Draft. None have a no-hitter except him. And defensively, behind Heston tonight, kind of a mock lineup here for Bochy, Blanco, Pagan, and Maxwell that gets a start in right field. Duffy, Adrianza, Arias, and Belt on the right side, and Buster Posey, of course, doing the catching. The all-star.
The middle infielders for the Giants. Normally, Joe Panik at second, Brandon Crawford at short. Both were named to the all-star team today. Both get the day off. The Giants traveled from east to west, and they didn't do it conventionally. They played the Sunday night game in Washington last night, stayed over in D.C. overnight, and flew this morning to San Francisco, and many of them came right from the airport to the ballpark.
We got to talk about that later. I like that move.
I don't know this. Do you know? Did Heston fly ahead of the rest of the team?
I don't know, but usually that would be the case. Absolutely.
He needs to be the best rested of all of them. And we are told that he did indeed fly ahead of the rest of the team, which makes a lot of sense.
In the future, you might see a battery of a catcher and a pitcher being flown ahead when they have the late Sunday night game.
What is this, the NBA?
Come on.
Curtis Granderson leads off. Granderson on base 3 times yesterday in L.A. and the first pitch from Heston, a fastball for a strike, and we're underway. Granderson at 253 went 0 for 4 against Heston during his no-hitter. 5 players who were in the lineup that night are in the lineup again against Heston, who throws the changeup to get ahead on Granderson. 0-2. 66 degrees, clear skies, wind blowing out at AT&T Park, a typical San Francisco night. And Granderson goes down on 3 pitches, and Heston has a strikeout to begin the night. Tonight's Twisted But True Fact brought to you by Twisted Tea, the hard iced tea that tastes like real iced tea, and that's what we were talking about. The Giants decided to stay overnight and fly today. This entire issue of travel and Sunday night games and coast to coast and playing the next day, this is something that has got to be fodder for conversation the next time the basic agreement expires between the players and the owners. Ruben Tejada hitting second in the order. 3 hits yesterday in L.A., 5 hits in that series, and he laces a base hit, and the Mets finally have 1 hit against Chris Heston. And so Tejada aboard with a 1-out single, and there will be no second no-hitter for Heston tonight.
You know, lost in the 10 for 13 of Wilmer Flores against the Dodgers was 2 outstanding games, bookended Friday and Sunday by Mr. Tejada with 3 hits each in those games.
And he had 2 against Kershaw on Friday night and 3 more on Sunday. Here's Murphy, who also had 3 hits yesterday. In fact, with Flores, Tejada, and Murphy, it was only the second time this year the Mets had had 3 different players put together a 3-hit game. They did that against the Phillies back in May at Citi Field.
One of those hitters was the pitcher Syndergaard.
Remember that? Murphy, 6 games off the disabled list, hitting .320 over that span, and Heston misses up and away for ball 1. Murphy hitting 3rd in the order. Wilmer Flores and his hot bat waiting on deck. Mets got swept in a series here last year, lost 6 of 7 to the Giants. And Murphy takes a fastball for a strike. This year they lost 2 of 3 to the Giants at Citi Field. Pulled 1 out late to salvage a game in that series. 27-year-old Chris Heston has made 4 starts since his no-hitter, and he's done pretty well since then. 2-1, 3.8 ERA. You know, there's not a lot of history. It's a small sample size when you talk about pitchers throwing no-hitters against the Mets, because there have only been 7 of them. Of the prior 6, only 2 ever got another start against the Mets that same season. Jim Bunning and Sandy Koufax. Bunning threw a complete game 5-hitter against the Mets the second time around. Koufax, 7 scoreless innings. So nobody who's thrown a no-hitter against the Mets has ever been scored upon the Mets later in that season.
Oh, ho-hum by Koufax and Bunning. Whoa.
Of course, we're talking about 1962 for Koufax and 1964 for Bunning. Tejada at first and 1 out, 1-2 to Murphy. And Murphy's guys won't foul. In fact, Bunning, in that 5-hit shutout that he pitched in his return engagement against the Mets, was perfect until 2 out of the 5th inning, when Joe Christopher laid down a bunt hit. So Bunning had retired 45 straight Mets going back to his start before the perfect game, before Christopher finally bunted for a hit. Can you imagine? 1-2 to Murphy, and the breaking ball hit down to first. Belt's going to go to second with it. The return by Adrianza, and plenty of time, but dropped by Heston, and so they don't get the double play. Well, it was going to be routine, but Heston could not handle the return throw from Ehire Adrianza.
Well, Adrianza does everything well. What happened there is that the pitcher Heston, first, nice play by Belt. He's a good fielding first baseman, throws a strike and a strike back to Heston, but he didn't have his foot in the proper place. As he looked back to put his foot on the bag, he lost sight of the baseball, and that's why he dropped it.
That's one of those instances where you can assume a double play, so they'll charge an error to Heston, allowing Murphy to reach. Now Flores, with a runner at first and 2 out, takes a breaking ball outside.
Who's this scorer? He's my new hero, David Feldman.
Well, it's addressed in the scoring rules that way, that if you drop the return throw, it can be charged as an error. And that's the way Mr. Feldman chooses to score it, and properly so. Flores, coming off 10 hits and 13 at bats in Los Angeles, takes low and away from Heston, and it's 2-0. Flores has put together 3 straight 3-hit games. First Met to do that since David Wright 2 years ago. There's been only one Met in history who's had 4 straight 3-hit games, and that was Brett Butler during his brief tenure with the Mets in 1995. And that's cracked to short, right at Adrianza. And Heston finds his way through the inning despite his error. John Neese takes the mound for the bottom of the first when we come back. It's an offbeat lineup today. They've got 2 outfielders on the disabled list, Hunter Pence and Nori Aoki. Their middle infielders getting the day off, Panik and Crawford, 2 left-hand hitters. against John Neese, and so Neese will try and earn his first win in nearly 2 months.
Those are his Jeep numbers so far this year. 2 months, 9 starts. His last 5 starts, though, he's given up 3 earned runs or less. Lost the 1-0 game to the Cubs his last start.
Gregor Blanco leading off, and Neese crowds him and gets ahead 0-2. Blanco making his 41st start of the year. He and Justin Maxwell have both played much more than expected because of the multiple injuries to Pence, and now the injury to Aoki, who was just a pain in the Mets' side during the series in New York. But Aoki fractured his leg, and so he's out probably a couple of months.
John Neese working very quickly, and Blanco didn't like it.
Blanco's had a nice year. He's hitting .311. Just .240 though against left-handers. And he takes a call, third strike on the inside edge. Doesn't like it. Bill Miller hears a couple of words from Blanco, and Neese has a strikeout to start his night.
Boy, it's nice to watch him crowd the left-handed hitter inside and gets the call on the pitch on the knees.
And Blanco clearly thought that was low, but Johnny Manel has done a very nice job behind the plate in his brief starting assignments, framing it nicely. Here's Eire Adrianza, just up from the minor leagues. He's only had 5 at-bats with the Giants. He's had a couple of other cups of coffee along the way the last couple of years.
You mentioned it before. Panic and Crawford out of the lineup, the 2 All-Stars, giving them a rest after the long flight.
Adrianza off Neese's glove, but Flores is right there to play it and throws him out. The 1-4-3 putout for the second out.
Well, defensively behind Jonathan Neese this evening here in San Francisco, brought to you by Lexus. Outfield, Neuenhuis back out there. Lagares and Granderson. Murphy, Tejada, Flores. Duda gets the night off, so Kadire is playing first. And Johnny Manel, you just mentioned, Gary, behind the plate.
Back-to-back starts for Manel, who did another nice job yesterday catching Steven Matz and earns the starting assignment. Here's Matt Duffy, who was cooled down a tad since the Mets last saw him, but he's still hitting .292. 24-year-old out of Long Beach State, who has really grabbed the third base job that was supposed to belong to Casey McGee.
He was very impressive too in that game against the series against the Mets at City. Bill Miller has a big strike zone, so you better swing the bat tonight.
You would think this would be a game the Giants would be swinging the bats anyway, after their late night in Washington last night and their early morning getting on the plane and flying back home. He's working at a rapid pace early in this game. And Duffy bounces one down to Murphy. It comes off the lip, but he stays right with it. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for John Neese in the bottom of the first. To the second we go with no score. Michael Kadire leads off the second. It's a slow ground ball down to third. Duffy makes the play. One pitch, and Kadire, who just can't find his way out of the wilderness, is retired for the first out. And that'll bring up Kirk Neuenhuis, who has had a long and winding road back to wearing a Mets uniform again.
Well, sorry, Gary, you can see his major league numbers. 3 for 38 for the Mets. Went to the Angels, 3 for 22. There's a lot of good things got to come Neuenhuis's way to erase those early memories.
Well, you might ask, then why is he here? Well, he went down to Las Vegas after the Mets got him back from the Angels, and he hit a bunch of home runs early. 7 home runs in just 15 games. But he's been slumping over the last week, and yet the Mets decided to make the change, send Daryl Siciliani down and bring Neuenhuis back.
2 for his last 22 in Las Vegas. So, you know, many times we hear from Terry Collins, the Mets, that they want to bring up people that are red hot so they can continue that great play. Well, the opposite move here, hoping for lightning to strike, I guess.
Heston falls behind 3-0. Siciliani got off to a very nice start, but then he hit a home run, and everything seemed to change. He was trying to yank everything out of the ballpark. Neuenhuis walks on 4 pitches, and so the Mets have a 1-out base run.
Well, it's the others.
Heston, who did not walk anybody in his no-hitter, walks Neuenhuis.
I was just going to say, Gary, sorry to interrupt you again. It's the flip side of it. We always hear about friends and family coming to the game to watch you play. Well, Siciliani, of course, we've said many times, is from Oregon, and he had a lot of family coming here as he was packing his bag. What a shame.
Tough business sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
So here's Johnny Manel getting the start for the second straight day. Had a 1 for 3 2-walk afternoon yesterday in L.A. Takes the curveball inside for Heston, who does not look nearly as sharp early in this game as he was in New York.
Former roommates here, Jonathan Nice on deck, Monell and Heston.
Monell came up through the Giants organization. He had a big hug for Heston before the game. Johnny wasn't with the Mets when Heston faced them in New York. And the bouncing ball back to the pitcher. Heston on target to Adrianza, and this time they turn the double play. 1-6-3 to end the inning. So the pitching roommate. Giants turn 2. Still no score in the second. Buster Posey leads off the home second for the Giants. Posey voted in as the starting catcher in the All-Star game this year for the second time. His third overall All-Star selection. Grounds went out for Tejada, and Neitz has the first out in the second. Those are the guys who will join Posey in the starting lineup for the National League.
I don't have any argument with any of those choices.
Stanton will be unable to play because of the broken hand.
Andrew McCutchen is going to take his place. He'll play center field between Harper and Holliday.
Probably a good thing, because otherwise they wouldn't have had a center field. I guess Harper has played some center field in his career.
And Holliday has been out with injury, just coming back now to the Cardinals. So
he says he's going to play in the All-Star game.
Playing himself into shape to play the All-Star game.
Angel Pagan bounces one foul outside third. Pagan's been battling a sore knee, and his production has fallen off drastically. Last 22 games hitting just .207. So really the entire Giants outfield is hurt. Two of them on the disabled list, and Pagan playing hurt. Angel, a switch hitter who has hit much better from this side of the plate this year. .378 as a right-hand batter, and he lifts the curveball into shallow right. And Granderson has it for the second out. Here's your Toyota tweet of the game. Do you think every team should be represented at the All-Star game? Send us your thoughts. Hashtag SNY tweet. It has always been the case that every team has had to be represented at the All-Star game.
You and I disagree on this, but we'll wait till after the tweet comes back and then we'll discuss it.
Here's Brandon Belt with 2 out and nobody on. And he hooks one to the right side. Flores able to run it down. Kadire retreats to the bag, and they get there in time to end the inning. A 6-pitch inning for John Neese as he retires the Giants in order. No score after 2. Area, not just the Giants, but of course the Warriors coming off their championship.
It's a classy move by the Giants.
Yeah.
They do a lot of classy things here.
They certainly run their organization the right way. Here's John Neese leading off in the third inning. Takes a strike. Neese hitting 8th in the order. 5 hits this year. Lifetime 155 hitter. Neese, Lagares, and Granderson in the third against Heston, who bends the curveball in for a strike. And it's 0-2. There are spoils that come to pitchers who accomplish what Heston did last month against the Mets. One of those spoils came when the Giants were in Miami on their last road trip. Heston is originally from Palm City, Florida. And while the Giants were in Florida, he went back to Palm City, and he was presented with the key to the city.
Look at this grip, Gary. That's the Varden grip from golf. Keys to the city. I love it.
These lines went right to Arias for the first down.
Palm City's near like Melbourne in that area, right? Like Central Florida on the coast.
I have no idea.
The only reason I think I know this is because I could be wrong, so text me or whatever. Tweet me. Clint Hurdle's from that town.
There are so many towns in Florida that start with the word Palm. There's Palm Harbor and Palm Bay. And I never know which one is where. Anyway, Chris Heston has the key to Palm City. So if you ever need to get into Palm City, call him. Here's Juan Lagares. His bat has perked up the last couple of days. Maybe the gift hits that he got yesterday in Los Angeles will get his bat going. He had one off the umpire for a single and one lost presumably in the sun by Puig. That's a great play by Duffy. He gets to his feet and throws out Lagares. Well, that's a double that Lagares should have had that was taken away.
Well, it goes around, comes around. Those two gift hits yesterday, but Duffy really showed us some defense at Citi Field and doing it again here at AT&T Park. So quick. And a bullet to first.
So 2 out and nobody on. Now Curtis Granderson, who struck out his first time up. Just able to skip out of the way.
Breaking ball is supposed to be away. Back door came down and in. Almost caught Granderson on the bounce.
Curtis takes a changeup off the plate, 2-1.
That's the key. What is he going to do? What pitch is he going to go with on the 2-1 counts when he's behind in the count?
Inside with that sinker. It falls behind 3-1.
Doesn't have the pinpoint control he had at Citi Field yet.
Behind in the count, they put on the overshift against Granderson. And Curtis takes inside ball 4. 43rd walk that Curtis has drawn this year, top 10 in the league. And the second given up by Heston, who didn't walk anybody in his no-hitter but hit 3 batters. So I don't know how you slice that.
Conveniently wild.
He was the first pitcher to pitch a no-hitter and hit 3 batters. So now Tejada, who has the only hit in this game, single to left field in the first, did put to rest any thoughts of a do-over. Well, the Giants have already had that, right? Because Tim Lincecum no-hit the Padres in back-to-back years.
That's right.
So it's, you know, something they've experienced already, having a pitcher do it twice to the same team.
Kane with the perfect game. Jonathan Sanchez. I mean,
next we'll see Matt Cain tomorrow night. We'll see Jake Peavy on Wednesday afternoon because 2 of their stalwarts, Lincecum and Hudson, are both on the disabled list.
Hudson's got some shoulder issues, some hip issues, and Lincecum got hit with a comebacker right off the forearm. Had to leave the game. Forearm bruise.
Fastball strike 1-2. Well, it puts the Giants in a kind of an odd position with a guy like Heston because they got all these veteran pitchers who've established a certain level of success. They got 2 of them back with Kane and Peavy, and somewhat conveniently Hudson's shoulder acted up and Lincecum got hit by a liner. But if they were all healthy, what would happen to Heston? Would he still survive in their rotation?
Well, that's interesting you brought that up because Bruce Bochy was asked about a 6-man rotation.
No,
and
nobody would do that.
And he said he'll think about it.
Yeah, different situation for them. More protecting veteran pitchers than protecting young pitchers if it were to come to pass. Out won't chase the breaking ball, and it's 2-2.
Knowing Boch the way I know him, he probably was putting off the press for a few more days until he had to make a decision.
That's the one thing about managers. They always are asked about what ifs. Well, what's going to happen next week when this guy comes back? And the best thing to always say is, no, you're going to have to wait because so many things could happen between now and then. Backhanded by Posey and a full count to Tejada.
Well, those questions are asked by reporters who have to do a report, a piece on future kind of things that could happen.
But even if you're deciding things within an organization and you know what you might do, somebody gets hurt, all of a sudden it changes the equation.
Or why would you tip your hand anyway?
Belt plays behind Granderson. He'll be running with 3 and 2 and 2 out. And a throw to first with nobody covering. And Granderson goes to second base. Well, that's just a rookie mistake by Chris Heston. Didn't realize that Belt was playing behind the runner with a 3 and 2 count and threw it to the unoccupied base.
How about 2 errors now by the pitcher Heston? Now listen, if he had bounced this off the barrier a little harder, he might have had a play at second base.
Let me ask you a question. Is that an error or is it a balk for throwing to an unoccupied base?
That's interesting.
I think the score might call that a balk.
You're right.
We'll wait to see what they decide. But now they put it on the board as an error. 3 and 2 to Tejada with a runner in scoring position, and the curveball lifted to shallow right. Belt going back, and he's got it lined up, and that retires the side. So Heston able to work around a couple of his mistakes in the field early in this game. Still no score. I made an error earlier dropping a throw at first base, and here throwing to first base when Brandon Belt wasn't covering the bag. And he has been charged with 2 errors tonight as a consequence, but has been able to work around both of those miscues. Justin Maxwell leads off in the home 3rd inning and takes outside from John Neese, a ball and a strike.
We always enjoy our time before the game with Kruk and Kipe, the announcers for the Giants. And as the Giants went 0-6 on that road trip, they said, you know, they were in a lot of games, but mental errors have just plagued this ball club. And you saw that one with Heston and Belt, no communication. There they are.
Giants got swept in Miami. They got swept in Washington. Hoping a return home could be a tonic, but even though they've sold out every game again this year, the Giants are only 21-20 at home, which is a little unusual for them. Maxwell hitting at 209. He's been struggling lately. He flies one down the right field side, and that'll go out of play.
So you mentioned on our in our pregame, you were talking about, not the pregame, you were talking about Bochy and his decision to fly his team out today on the day of the game. And only you and I have flown AAA plane flights where you leave at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, have to fly across the country.
Right, because you don't have charters in AAA, but the cities are far enough apart that you don't bus. So you play a night game, you go back to the hotel, you sleep for 4 hours, you get up and take the first flight out. It's a little different in this situation.
Well, the charter, they didn't leave till 10:30 or so. But the issue, I think, is Boch just wanted to make a statement. He wanted to twist the knife in a little bit and let Major League Baseball know how difficult it is for this team to travel.
Anderson back onto the warning track and has enough room to reel in that fly ball from Maxwell one away. Well, the thing about the Giants is this is not the first time they've had an East Coast night game followed by a home game the next night. It happened when they were in New York.
Exactly. They flew out on that Thursday night, arrived home on Friday, and were shut out by Chase Anderson and the Diamondbacks 1-0. A very lethargic game, both said. And I think he just wanted to change it up, and two, to just let everyone around baseball know how difficult it is right now with the travel, night game to a night game from East to West Coast.
Well, this is an issue as Arias grounds one down to third, and Murphy with a quick toss gets Joaquin Arias for the second out. 8 up and 8 down for Nice. This is something a lot of people around baseball are talking more and more about. Things have gotten much more difficult, especially with the advent of interleague play. The Sunday night game is kind of a special thing, and I don't think that's going to go away. But the concept of these midweek games where a team plays a night game and then travels, it's something that's been on the agenda for the players in a lot of different negotiations, but they've always bargained it away. And it seems as though, I would think, the way players are talking about this now, that the next time the basic agreement comes up, it's going to be something that'll be addressed.
Well, it's definitely a real sticking point. In fact, the Giants requested that Commissioner Rob Manfred come to AT&T Park here recently and talk to his team, and that was the question he had to answer more than any other. Is there going to be a change? And you know what the reality is? It's not on Manfred. It's on the players that they have to negotiate it back in, the day games on days of travel.
Heston grounds one toward the hole. Murphy can't get it, and neither can Tejada. And Heston is the first Giants base runner of the night. Well, just a lack of range there. Mets unable to secure this slow ground ball.
Well, it's hard to analyze when you just don't have enough range to get to the ball. Tejada's playing up the middle. Murphy's playing to pull. Just too much room there between third and short.
So Heston is a pretty good hitter anyway. Has his 9th hit of the season. The first hit of the night against John Nice. And now Gregor Blanco, who took a call third strike his first time up. And let's face it, part of the reason why teams do not want to play day games in the middle of the week on travel days is because of revenue.
Yeah.
You get smaller crowds for day games. You get smaller television revenues related to day games than you do playing at night. So if the players are going to trade that and get day games for travel days, then they might have to give a little bit more back on the other end financially. Goodire handles the ground ball by Blanco, and we are through 3 innings at AT&T Park with the Mets and Giants still scoreless. Be a question, which 4 managers have won 700 or more games for 2 different teams. Well, at least one of them's in the building.
That's right.
4 managers, 700 games, 2 different teams.
Okay, I got 3 of them right off.
Daniel Murphy leads off in the 4th inning. Here's your hint. Murphy, which should have been a double play ball his first time up, reached on an error. And he grounds this one for Arias, getting his first start at second base this year, and he throws out Murphy one away.
Okay, I got my 4 guesses down. How about you?
I got 3.
Yeah, I came up with 3 real quick.
Including the one here, one of whom you played for.
And my 4th might not be good enough, but I think he's in.
Oh, current manager?
No.
Oh, I got one who's a current manager. Not sure if he won 700 elsewhere. Homer Flores takes a strike, but I think the first 3 are pretty.
Yeah.
Flores lined out to short his first time up, and he lifts this one to center field. And Pagan jogs in under to grab it, 2 out. So Heston continues to keep the Mets off the scoreboard. Each team's only had 1 hit tonight. Here's Kadire, who swung at the first pitch he saw from Heston, hit a slow ground ball to third. Michael now 0 for his last 16, 2 for his last 38. Playing first base tonight, giving Lucas Duda, who's been struggling almost as much, the night off. It's interesting that Duda gets the time. Kadire, I guess maybe because he missed a few games earlier this week or last week, does not. But I think Duda's a little more messed up mentally as far as his hitting than Kadire is.
Don't be surprised if Duda gets a couple of nights off. It could happen.
I mean, Duda is a guy who has often been criticized for being too passive at the plate, but he is so messed up right now. He's swinging at so many balls out of the strike zone. He's just not himself.
Well, I always hear this about Lucas, and I know it's true that he's an incredibly hard worker. But when you're not practicing, it's easy to practice, but if you're not practicing perfectly, then there's no, it does more harm than good when you overwork.
Heston behind 3-1, and Kadire takes a fastball for a strike.
Those are the pitches that are puzzling to me for Michael. I mean, that is a prime pitch to hit a line drive with. 3-1 fastball.
Another slow ground ball, and Duffy with the scoop, and he throws it away. Stays in play. Kadire digging for second, and he'll make it safely. Well, the Giants opted to travel differently, but their mistakes continue.
Well, this will be a base hit, infield hit for Kadire, but an E5, so the 3rd error in this young game for the Giants. And good play by Bell. There's no way to go across there. You're just going to get your hand broken.
So Kadire snaps his 0 for 16 with that infield hit, takes second on Duffy's error. And now Kirk Neuenhuis will try and cash it in. Kirk walked on 4 pitches his first appearance. Last start Kirk made for the Mets was May 13th against the Cubs. Last time he was in a game for the Mets was May 18th. Then he went to the Angels, and he started half a dozen games for Anaheim before they put him on waivers and the Mets claimed him back. It's not quite the Chris Schwinden odyssey of a couple of years ago, where he went through 4 different organizations in 6 weeks. That's it sharply, but Arias able to grab it on the backhand, and that gets Heston through the 4th. So 3 Giants errors, but still no Mets runs. Middle of the 4th in the city by the bay, no score. Home fourth inning, Adrianza leads off for the Giants. Banked one off Neese's glove and grounded out his first time up. And Neese throws a good sinker, ball and strike. John's allowed only one hit, and that was a base hit by Heston that snuck through the hole on the left side.
The good thing you like to see is John's got 6 ground balls. That's his forte.
Well, he is in attack mode tonight, and the Giants are in attack mode tonight, so it's playing to his strength. 30 pitches in 3 innings. A blue foul, and Bedier's not going to get to it.
Who knew that pitching once a week would help Jonathan Neese the best?
Well, John was tremendous his last start against the Cubs. Deserved a better fate. Allowed just 1 run over 7 innings. Lost that game 1-0. That's the series. The Mets scored just 1 run in 3 games against the Cubs. Slowly hit, and Murphy takes his time and throws out Adrianza 1 away. City probables for the remainder of this series. Bartolo Colon tries yet again for his 10th win tomorrow night. Matt Cain, just his 2nd start, coming back from the disabled list, will go for the Giants. Jacob deGrom, coming off his first poor start in a long time, goes Wednesday afternoon against Jake Peavy, just his 2nd start back from a long stint on the disabled list. Here's Matt Duffy, who grounded out his first time up. Murphy can't get it. Tejada can. Deep in the hole. Perfect throw. Got him. Beautiful play, Ruben Tejada. It took a very strong throw to get Duffy, and he got him by an eyelash. And we'll see if the Giants opt to challenge.
Well, the great thing about that and Tejada's throw is that he set himself before he even caught this baseball. Had his back foot ready to fire and threw a strike over there.
And he was out. The Giants are waiting for their replay coordinator to take a look, but it certainly looked like he got him.
Watch how he sets his back foot on the backhand. He gets it and times it just so he takes a little mini half step before he delivers that baseball.
And the Giants will not challenge. Doug Eddings with that call at first base.
Yeah, he's in the air. Good call by Eddings. Good crew here.
Buster Posey, another ground ball. This time Tejada to his left. And another easy inning for John Neese. Gets a 1-2-3 on 3 ground balls. On to the 5th. Still no score. Johnny Manel will lead off for the Mets in the 5th inning against his old minor league roommate Chris Heston. Heston got Manel to ground into a double play his first time up. And a slow ground ball. This one for Arias, and he makes the underhand toss. 1 pitch and 1 out for Heston in the 5th. Let's check in with Steve Gelb. Steve?
Results that Johnny Manel was looking for facing his former organization. He admitted to me before the game there was some extra juice coming to play the Giants, the team that drafted him in 2007. He was in the organization until 2013. Said you want to prove something against your former mates. Does have a lot of good friends in the Giants organization. None better than you kind of alluded to it right there, Gary. Chris Heston, who is not only his roommate in AAA, but the two also played college baseball together at Seminole Community College in Florida. When Manel saw that Heston had no-hit the Mets, Manel was with AAA Las Vegas, he sent Heston a text, congratulated him, and said, "You're lucky I wasn't up there to face you."
Well, so far tonight, Heston's had the upper hand on a couple of ground balls.
Talked about Nice had 9 ground balls. Well, Heston now has got 7.
Mayfield grass may need resodding by the end of the night. 2-2 to Nice, who lined out to the second baseman his first time up. Juan Lagares sitting 9th in the order, waiting on deck. Mets have had 2 hits, the Giants only 1. And Nice hits one out to left. Blanco toward the line, circles in to get it. 2 out. You could win a trip for 4 to Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll experience the action and fun of 2 amazing theme parks. Plus, stay on site at Universal's Cabana Bay Beach Resort. Just go to sny.tv/Toyota and enter the Toyota Fan Flyaway Sweepstakes for your chance to win. Now Juan Lagares, whose ledger, unfortunately for him, is evening. 2 gift hits yesterday, 1 hit taken away tonight. Duffy made a terrific play to keep the ball from going down the line. That would have easily been a double, and threw out Lagares in the 3rd. Hooked in the air to left center, and Pagan is right there to grab it, and Heston has a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 5th. We're halfway through in lightning fashion. No score. TNT Park, set right on San Francisco Bay. Angel Pagan leads off the home fifth and takes outside from John Neese. Pagan flied out his first time up. A rare ball hit in the air against Neese tonight. Pagan's got 9 ground ball outs through the first 4 innings. And he falls behind for a rare time tonight.
On only 40 pitches, 30 strikes, 10 of 14 first pitch strikes, no 3-ball counts.
That's only his second 2-ball count tonight. Belton Maxwell to follow for the Giants in the 5th. Pagan takes a knee-high strike with a changeup. 2-1. Angel is just 1 for 14 in his career against Neese. Another ground ball. Tejada handles it flawlessly. 1 out. Well, let's go to our Toyota tweet of the game. We asked for your opinion on whether the All-Star game should be represented by every team. And a couple, yes, because it gives you something to root for, says David J. Yes. Span the roster's 30. Well, I think they're already 34, so I think we've already fulfilled that. Let's see what some other folks have to say. No, because we want the best. It's in youth baseball. Feelings would be hurt. I love that. That's very common. Not everybody gets a trophy.
That's right.
If it means home field advantage, well, see, that's part of the problem.
That is part of the problem, but it is what it is.
Bell takes one out to center, and Lagares right there waiting. And there are 2 out. I mean, they're trying to have it both ways. It's either an exhibition game or it counts. And the fact that it represents anything as far as the World Series home field advantage is concerned is absurd.
It is absurd, but it is what it is, and it does represent who's going to have home field advantage. And I've always felt this way, even when in my playing days. I always wanted to see the best players in the game. And if that's to the detriment of a weak team that doesn't have a player that should be in the All-Star game, so be it.
Maxwell pulls one foul. Well, I happen to think the other way. I think especially as baseball has become more of a regional sport. You know, the NFL is more of a national sport. The NBA is more of a national sport. Baseball sells very well regionally, not so well nationally. And I think that if you want people to watch the All-Star game, it's important that everybody have somebody to root for them.
You know, I think you're right about that. But I still go to the thought I had as a young kid watching the All-Star game. I wanted to watch the best players out there. I remember even when I was a kid and there would be a guy from one of the teams and I would say to myself, how is this guy an All-Star? Come on, can't be on that team.
Well, it happens to have cost Jerry's Familia what probably would have been a spot. In fact, Bruce Bochy even admitted that during his interview about the guys he selected. Jonathan Papelbon, the only Philly, Francisco Rodriguez, the only Brewer, might not have been chosen ahead of Familia had the rule not been in place. Maxwell goes around in the half swing. Neese has his second strikeout of the night, and he's got 5 terrific innings under his belt. Now the Mets need to score for him. Curtis Granderson leads off the 6th inning in this fast-moving, scoreless duel. Granderson walked his last time up. He's also struck out tonight against Chris Heston. And he takes a strike, 1-1. Heston has walked 2, struck out only 1. Heston 57 pitches through 5 innings. John Neese 48 pitches through 5 innings. Granderson pulls one foul, 1-2.
You know, that no-hitter that we saw Heston throw at Citi Field, he had a great breaking ball that night. Doesn't seem to have that pitch tonight, but his changeup has been much better.
Heston making his 17th start. His 5th since the no-hitter. And that misses a little bit high. 2-2 to Granderson with Tejada and Murphy to follow. Tejada has the most legitimate hit in this game, a single to left back in the 1st inning. Dyer had a scratch hit for the Mets. Heston had a bleeder that went through the infield for the Giants. And those have been all the hits in this game through the first 5 innings. Heston with the bare hand. How about that? Well, he made 2 errors earlier, made up for it with that terrific play. And he says his pitching hand is just fine.
Just like a gunslinger. Got it right on his hip. One hop ground ball. Can't reach back and kind of cradles it and it bounces off his hip and back into his hand.
Not the way they draw it up on the chalkboard, but very effective.
Well, with the shift, this would have been an out anyways. If you know where your fielders are, you can let that ball go. But only Tommy Glavine's one of the greatest at that. When he pitched for the Mets, he could let that ball go up the middle.
Well, he was in perfect fielding position and knew exactly where his fielders were. Tejada rolls one out to Adrianza, and quickly there are 2 out. Let's check in with the studio. Kareth Burke has a game break brought to you by Honda. Dozier, one of the 5 on the American League final ballot. That might enhance his chances. There's Daniel Murphy with 2 out. Murphy takes the changeup outside.
Dozier, a player that not a lot of people know about now, is putting back to back his 2nd best season.
And his team is winning too, which certainly helps his cause.
I believe Glenn Perkins, their closer, who made the All-Star team, his 3rd All-Star team, 27 for 27 save opportunities.
2-0 to Murphy. A rare time Heston's been behind the count. And Murphy bangs one off his leg, 2-1. The Twins got an important addition yesterday. Irvin Santana, who was their big free agent signing this offseason, who had been suspended for the first half of the year, came off the DL and off the suspended list and pitched very well yesterday. The Mets are going to get their suspended player back tomorrow. Henry Mejia will become eligible tomorrow. Murphy pulls one down to Belt, who handles the one-hopper. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Heston, who's retired 7 in a row. The zeros continue in San Francisco. Home 6th inning, Joaquin Arias leads off against John Neese, who's faced just one over the minimum through the first 5 innings. A sneaking single through the hole by Chris Heston, all standing between Neese and perfection. Another one in the hole, and that's a base hit. Just off the glove of Tejada, and Arias is aboard to start the 6th.
Well, just off the end of the glove of Tejada, Arias has some good speed. There's no chance he would have been able to make that play. Deflected off his glove.
So now Heston can go up there and bunt. He has had the only Giants hit until the Arias single. Heston now with 9 hits this year. He has 4 sacrifices, handles the bat very well. And he pushes the bunt down to Kadire. He puts the tag on Heston. Sacrifice 3 unassisted. And Arias down to second with 1 out.
Well, that was nice. Watch his feet here, guys. See how he moves up? Almost like slow pitch softball. Moved right up to the beginning of the box, which makes it much easier to bunt. You're in fair territory almost with the bat. It's hard to bunt the ball foul.
Is that something you've seen a lot of guys do?
Not that pronouncedly. You know, you've seen guys move up a little bit, but not from the back of the box to the front of the box.
So the Giants get a runner to second base for the first time tonight. Gregor Blanco takes a strike. Blanco has taken a call third strike and grounded out to first, 0 for 2. So Neese pitching with a runner in scoring position for the first time in this game. Scoreless in the bottom of the 6th. And Blanco fouls one off his leg, and it's 0 2. Neese has pitched better and better and better over his last half dozen starts. But he still is without a win in nearly 2 months.
Yeah,
May the 9th against the Phillies.
It's got to be frustrating, but what can you do? Just keep pounding it in there, throwing strikes. It's the best I've seen him in some time, to tell you the truth. Saw the one pitch. He had a 2-0 count on Pagan. He counted with a 2-0 changeup. We have not seen that from Neese except for the last few weeks.
Wouldn't it be ironic if this 6-man rotation designed to help the younger pitchers winds up helping Neese more than anybody? Gregor Blanco gets tied in a knot. He went around, and that's strike 3. So Blanco is the 3rd strikeout victim tonight for John Neese.
Isn't it interesting that the pitch now twice that has struck him out has been that sinking fastball on the inside part of the plate? He does not look good on that pitch. And I think you're right. To answer your question, maybe pitching once a week, 6 days, 5 days rest is working right into the schedule for Jonathan Neese.
Now Ray Adrianza, who's been up twice, grounded out both times, and he takes the cutter inside. I mean, when you think about John Neese, this is the 8th year of his career. He's never really been able to get through a full season without some kind of an issue. Last year was some shoulder problems. So maybe in his case, the rest is warranted.
Well, usually about this time of year, you'd always hear some complaints from John about his pitching shoulder, arm, or elbow. And you've heard nothing, have you, this year? Especially since going on the 6th man.
Arias at second, 2 out. Neese behind on Adrianza, 2-0 with Matt Duffy on deck. And 3-0. First 3-ball count of the night for John Neese. Duffy on deck, Posey behind him. Get the feeling 1 run, maybe everything tonight.
You have to go after this hitter. This guy never plays minor leagues. Duffy's up next.
Three and 1 to Adrianza, and he misses inside, ball 4. So Neese issues his first walk of the night, and Duffy will come up with 2 men on.
When I watch the Giants approach tonight, Gary, see a lot of right-handed hitters trying to pull the baseball. The way Neese is thrown, you have to go the other way. You're going to get a hit.
So now Arias at second, Adrianza at first, and 2 out for Duffy, who was robbed of a hit on a terrific play by Tejada last time up, and a backdoor cutter for a strike, 0-1. Tejada went deep in the hole and made a terrific overhand throw to get Duffy by an eyelash at first base. To answer our Verizon trivia question, we asked 4 managers with 700 wins for 2 teams.
Bochy, La Russa,
Sparky,
Anderson, and Leland.
You got it.
All right. You forget about Jimmy in Pittsburgh.
I forgot. Well, I think of him in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I don't think of him so much in Detroit,
Yeah.
where he got the second 700. Of course, he also had stints, a very successful stint in Miami, where he won a World Series, and Colorado, where things did not go so well. 2-1 to Duffy. And that misses low and away. And now Neese pitching himself into a corner because you have Buster Posey standing on deck. This is the guy Neese has got to go after.
This is where Duffy, as a hitter, you're in prime location. 3-1 counts. You know you have to get a pitch to hit.
2 on and 2 out. Neese behind 3-1. And Duffy takes ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Posey. So back-to-back 2-out walks issued by Neese, who hadn't even run a 3-ball count all night. And now he finds himself in big trouble. And Dan Warthen will go out to talk to him.
It doesn't matter how little the number of pitches that Jonathan Neese throws. The 6th inning, it always seems to be a little bit of his Achilles heel, as he pitches himself into a spot where he doesn't go after Adrianza, he doesn't go after Duffy, and now he's got to go after Posey. I mean, in this lineup, when you look at it, you say to yourself, stay away from Buster. Stay away from Buster. And he's put himself in that position.
Well, Posey tonight twice has grounded out to shortstop. He's been very aggressive. He's only seen 3 pitches in his first 2 at-bats, and Neese can certainly expect him to be aggressive here. The Giants have hit 4 grand slams this year. Posey has 2 of them. Arias at third, Adrianza at second, Duffy at first, and 2 out. And Posey, first pitch swinging, bounces 1 foul. Just don't expect him to go up there looking.
No.
Buster Posey, 2012 MVP, 2013, the poster boy for a rule change. And he grounds that one behind the bag. Murphy's got a long throw to make. And he gets Posey to retire the side. Murphy knew he had time with Posey running and made the accurate throw to get Neese through the bottom of the 6th. Still no score. At the edge of the world.
Sure, it's a beautiful part of the country here, isn't it?
Mets would find a lot more beauty and some runs against Chris Heston, who's now faced them for 15 innings this year and given up no runs and 2 hits. Wilmer Flores leads off in the 7th in a scoreless game. Wilmer's 0 for 2 after his big weekend in Los Angeles. And he takes the breaking ball that has him bailing out, ball 1. And John Neese ran into some trouble in that 6th inning, but found his way out. And Flores takes a curveball for a strike, 1-1. Michael Kadire on deck, then Kirk Neuenhuis. Flores takes one the other way, and that's down for a base hit. Well, that's what Wilmer did very successfully in Los Angeles, go the other way, and he has his first hit of this game and his 11th in the last 4 games.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about the Mets hitters taking the ball up the middle, going the other way. Flores has been the first to really take it onto the field.
So the Mets have their 3rd hit of the night, and they have the leadoff man on for the first time, with Michael Kadire coming up. Kadire had an infield hit on a ground ball to third base in the 4th inning, advanced on an error but was stranded at second. He takes up an in from Heston for ball 1. The Mets have gone 332 plate appearances since their last home run. Came 9 days ago. Heston not a likely candidate to give one up. He has not given up a home run in his last 7 starts before tonight. Kirk Neuenhuis on deck. But he's behind Kadire 2-0. And Michael pops it up. Adrianza with the call. And Kadire retired for the first out.
Everyone looks for the break for different inspiration. Kadire needs the break to come to reboot. Just I've never seen a good hitter. Well, you see him lost for a certain amount of time. Every good hitter happens to, but for a long time now for Kadire.
Now Neuenhuis back with the Mets today has walked and hit a hard ground ball that Arias threw him out on. How much of an opportunity Kirk's going to get to play, but pulled back up and plugged right into the lineup and looking to make an impression.
Nothing wrong with changing it up. Monell's playing, Neuenhuis in the lineup.
And the curveball inside, and Heston again behind Neuenhuis. Walked him on 4 pitches his first time up tonight. Flores at first and 1 out. Neuenhuis fouls back the sinker. 2-1. Johnny Monell waits on deck. Three and 1. Neuenhuis takes low and away ball 4, and he walks for the 2nd time. And now the Mets get a runner in scoring position with 1 out.
Bochy flipped his cap off because he saw the numbers that were on the board. Neuenhuis 6 for 61. Now Heston gives his old roomie a chance to be a hero for the Mets.
So Heston, who did not walk anybody in his no-hitter against the Mets, has now walked a guy hitting under 100 twice.
Hit 3, walked 3 in the next game.
So now it's Monell The two old buddies will go head to head here. Heston's had the upper hand so far. A comebacker for a double play and a slow ground ball to second. Now Manel up in a spot where a base hit could give the Mets the lead. Flores at second, Neuenhuis at first, and one out. And Manel lays off, ball one. Johnny's naturally a very aggressive hitter, but he had a couple of at-bats late in the game yesterday where he was able to be patient and work out walks. I understand why he'd be a little impatient facing his old organization and his old buddy Heston tonight. And he chases one out of the strike zone on cue. The ball and a strike.
Good changeup there from Heston. First pitch fastball for a ball and comes back with the changeup.
Johnny Manel got just 8 at bats with the Giants, spending all those years in their organization. Blocked behind Buster Posey, looking for new life as a Met. Yes. And Heston gets ahead of him 1 and 2.
Well, Arias, the second baseman, is playing Manel to pull 2 or 3 steps into the hole between first and second, which opens up that middle for Manel.
1-2 coming. And Manel goes down on strikes. 2 out. One of the second strikeout of the night for Chris Heston.
Just went right after him with that sinking fastball and threw it right by him after the slow stuff. And in a recent past, the Mets pitchers have gotten the big hit. Jonathan Neese might have to get it for himself this evening.
Neese batting in the 7th inning. He's not going anywhere. John is lined out and flied out 0 for 2. He's driven in 2 runs this year. And Posey pretending he might throw, but nobody covering the bag at second, and Flores scampers back. And he slays off, and it's 2-0. Giants outfield playing a little deeper than you normally play against a pitcher in this kind of situation.
Yeah, usually they play a little shallow, but Mike Pagan, the center fielder, might be trying to, he's got that bad leg, so playing a little deeper.
Particularly in this situation where a base hit could change the ball game. Hit sharply, but right at the shortstop, and Andrianza goes to first with it, and that gets Heston through the top of the 7th. Mets strand a pair, stretch time, no score. on the greatest postseason in history. Madison Bumgarner coming out of the bullpen in Game 7 of the World Series last year. He was just nothing short of magnificent.
Well, won 4 ball games in that post in those 5 innings of unbelievable relief. The Mad Bum, as they call him.
Not having quite as good a season this year. And took it on the chin the other night from the Nats, but he'll always be defined by what he did in October of 2014. Pagan drills one just foul. Nice elusive maneuver by Jordan Baker, the third base umpire.
Almost pulled the muscle here by Baker. Good job of playing hopscotch. And you see that ball lands about 2 feet foul. You know, the reason the umpires straddle or are right on that line, if the ball is coming at them and they've got to, you know, get out of the way, they know it's foul.
Don pops it up, flips the bat. And Flores takes charge as the breeze started to take it away from Kadire. That's the first out.
Just frustration on the part of Pagan. Thought he had a double. And later popped it up. So the flip of the bat, frustration.
So 1 out. Here's Brandon Belt, who's grounded out and flied out 0 for 2.
It's that slow curveball that's given Neese some problems in the recent past, and Belt just missed it.
Belt enjoying a renaissance this year. 33 extra base hits after missing a substantial portion of last year with a thumb injury and a concussion. And Neese throwing a fastball by him, 90 miles an hour, 0-2.
Still got plenty left.
Well, his pitch count is low. It's a typically cool San Francisco night. Perfect conditions for Neese to pitch in. Ahead 0-2 on Belt. And he struck him out on the foul tip. Strikeout number 4 for Neese, 2 down in the 7th.
Threw him the slow curveball to start and came back with 2 good fastballs on the outside corner.
So 2 out and nobody on. Now Justin Maxwell, who's fly deep to right and struck out 0 for 2. Neese has given up only 2 hits. One to the pitcher Heston, and then Arias leading off the 6th. That's it sharply, but right at Tejada. He's had a busy night, and an easy inning for Neese. A 7-pitch bottom of the 7th. We roll on scoreless into the 8th. Mets and Giants. Between them, John Neese and Chris Heston have both been terrific. Heston's thrown 86 pitches through 7. Neese only 73. And so we start the 8th with Juan Lagares to lead off against Heston. It's hit by the pitch, and that's how the 8th inning starts. The Mets get a leadoff base runner in painful fashion. That's the 9th batter Heston has hit this year.
Looks like he's trying to throw a cutter that he came out of early, and that ball just bore in on Lagares. Nowhere to go.
Hit him right on the L of his last name. Giants are starting to get their bullpen warm as Lagares goes to first base. Sergio Romo, the right-hander. Javier Lopez, the left-hander. Giants are without their other veteran lefty, Jeremy Affeldt. He's on the disabled list. So the Mets get a leadoff man on in the 8th. Granderson at the plate. Tejada on deck. Granderson looking down to Tim Tuffle for signs. Not going to bunt with Granderson.
No.
So would you play hit and run in this spot?
I don't think you'd play hit and run with Granderson either.
Duffy in on the grass at third, and Curtis takes a fastball for a strike.
Guy just hit a batter. His control is not the best tonight.
Granderson 0 for 2 and a walk in this game. He hit one back to Heston that the pitcher corralled with his bare hand last time up. Lagares 5 stolen bases this year, but he's been caught 3 times. Got caught Saturday in Los Angeles. Granderson pops one foul, and it's 0-2. Mets now have gone 337 plate appearances without a home run. Granderson hit the last one. In fact, he's hit the last 4 home runs for the Mets. 15 games since anybody other than Granderson has hit a home run for the Mets.
Keep the hits coming, Gary.
I'm just setting it up. Curtis pops one up into shallow left down in that bullpen area. Who's going to get it? Nobody. It lands for a base hit. Although the throw to second is in time to get the force on Lagares. Juan had gone back to first base to tag, and a terrific throw from the left field line by Blanco, and they get the force on Lagares.
Well, if you know anything about San Francisco baseball, you can't tag on this play because the ball in the wind can do anything to the baseball. You've got to go halfway and see where it goes. No reason to tag up here. And Tommy Goodwin should be getting him out there halfway. No reason to tag. Bad play in San Francisco, Chicago. I give you a couple other places.
So the Mets appeared to get a huge break when the ball fell, but Lagares gives it back. It's a 7-4 putout as Blanco made a terrific throw right on the money to Arias to get the first out of the inning. So now Granderson at first with 1 out, and Ruben Tejada the batter. And both these teams are finding all sorts of ways not to score runs.
I just don't understand it. We've seen some bad base running this year, but you know it's heightened because you're playing in these tight ball games where you're getting good pitching and you got to do the little things, and the little things are not getting done.
Well, the other piece of that is even if the ball is caught, somebody would have to be flat out on the ground having made a dive for Lagares to be able to go to second on the tag.
And the only person who's going to catch it was Blanco coming in, and if he catches it, he's got the best arm of all the outfielders coming in on the baseball.
Definitely puzzling base running. 1-0 to Tejada with Murphy on deck. Pitch out there, thinking Granderson might be running.
You never see that. I think Posey, now dare I say, he made a mistake there. He really stepped out late. I mean early. This is the play here. The only person who's going to catch this is Blanco. So if Blanco catches it, you're not going anywhere. So you had to be halfway. You had to protect in this ballpark the ball blowing back into play.
Heston behind 2-0, and Tejada takes high, ball 3. The only thing I can think is maybe Lagares thought that Duffy was going to catch that ball going away and that he wouldn't be in position to throw. It's the only thing I can think that might have made sense.
But still, it's a risky play. I mean, he's only 100 feet away from making that throw, 125 feet away.
3-0 to Tejada. He's going to take a pitch here. And that's outside, ball 4. And so now the Mets do get the go-ahead run into scoring position. And that might be all for Chris Heston. Bruce Bochy on his way out. He's got the left-hander Lopez ready to face Murphy. and he's going to make the move right here. So Heston will be pulled with a shutout intact after 7 1/3. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Verizon. Javier Lopez coming in to face Murphy. We'll be right back to San Francisco. Veteran Javier Lopez in to face Daniel Murphy with 2 Mets aboard and 1 out in a scoreless game in the 8th.
Well, those are the numbers for Heston. Not as dominant, obviously, as he was in that no-hitter against the Mets when he struck out 11, walked 4, hit a batter. And Lopez, so important for him with Jeremy Affeldt on the disabled list.
Murphy just 1 for 10 in his career against Lopez. And he fouls one away, trying to take that breaking ball to left field. Murphy 0 for 3 tonight. He's hit 3 ground balls. It's been the theme tonight for both the starters. Granderson at second. He reached on the fielder's choice after Lagares was thrown out at second. Tejada drew a walk. And the Mets trying to cash in. It's the 4th time in the game they've had a runner in scoring position. And Murphy takes a fastball outside, 1-1.
No secret from Lopez. He'll throw that sinking fastball and slider against the lefties.
Wilmer Flores waiting on deck. One coming to Murph, and a fastball misses. 2 balls and a strike. It's going to be a 1-batter affair for Lopez. They have Sergio Romo ready for Flores on deck. Mets do have a left-handed bat on the bench. That's Lucas Duda, but they're not going to bat for Flores anyway. Might bat for Kadire behind him.
You could.
If it gets that far. And that's where lacking Affeldt might hurt the Giants. 2-1 to Murphy. Way outside. It trickles behind Posey, but not far enough for Granderson to make a move. But now Lopez behind Murphy, 3-1.
Well, it's the only negative you can say about Lopez. Sometimes his control betrays him. Posey lucky to get a glove on that.
Javier Lopez would turn 38 years old this week. Got a big pitch to make here. 3-1 to Murphy. And Murph hits it slowly down to third. Duffy hesitates and almost waited too long before getting the out at first. He had Granderson going by him. He had Tejada going to second. He finally triple clutched and got the out at first.
Well, that was the problem. There's lots of heavy traffic around him. Short hops this ball, never gets control, though, of the grip, and that's why he had to go to first base to get the out.
Couldn't tell whether Granderson's presence distracted him at all. But once he double clutched, he lost the play at second, and then he had to go to first, and he almost lost that play as well.
Well, it couldn't have helped, but if you notice there, when he closed the glove, trying to two-hand that play, his hand was outside of the glove when he closed it, so he never got his hand in on the baseball.
This has not been a great exhibition of baseball on either side, but this scoreless game is now going to go into the hands of Sergio Romo, who comes in to face Wilmer Flores. We'll be right back. Changes for the Giants. Ryan Lawless comes in to play left field. He'll bat ninth. Gregor Blanco moves to right. Sergio Romo on to face Wilmer Flores with second and third and 2 out. And he throws his patented slider in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, you're going to see a lot of those with the game on the line. A base open, Kadire on deck. Romo has been such a useful reliever for these Giants, whether he was closing or now pitching earlier in the game.
Flores had a base hit to right field his last time up. I need to look that way against Romo. Second and third and 2 out. And he pulls one down to third. Duffy handles this one cleanly. Side retired. Mets waste a golden chance in the 8th inning. No score in San Francisco. Home 8th inning, Joaquin Arias leads off against John Neese. Arias has one of the 2 hits against Neese tonight. John has been brilliant, but the Mets have not helped him in any way. Ground ball toward the middle of the diamond, and that's going to go through for a hit. Tejada was playing way over in the hole against Arias, who got a base hit through the hole the last time. This time, Tejada moves to his right, and Arias hits it back to his left.
So the defensive metrics of the game are now that within a game you can move players because they got a base hit on the last ball. Move them way in the hole like a power hitter and hit the ball up the middle.
So now Ryan Lawless, looking for his first big league hit, may well be asked to bunt. Lawless was just called up a couple of days ago. Bobby Cornell up in the Mets bullpen. And Lawless squaring, lays off, and boxed around by Monell, ball 1. Lawless, 28 years old, spent 7 years in the Giants farm system out of the University of Missouri. Finally made his debut day before yesterday in Washington. Santiago Casilla, the Giants closer, gets up. And Lawless bunts it in the air, and Murphy grabs it for the first out. So Lawless unable to get the bunt down. 1 away. Arias still at first. Let's check in with the studio. Kareth Burke has another game break brought to you by Ford. Kelly Johnson, a homer, 3 RBIs in that game. Braves back to within a game of 500. The former Brave, Gregor Blanco, steps in against Neese. Blanco tonight has struck out twice and grounded out 0 for 3. Arias at first and 1 out. And Blanco pops one up. The Dyer near the railing. And has room and somehow stretches out to grab it. Not the most graceful of routes, but Dyer made it work for the second out.
You know, it's not easy, Gary. He gets to the fence there and then moves back, because here, once the ball gets over the stadium, it could go anywhere. That was about 10 rows back and blew back onto the field.
It's one of the miracles of engineering here. There is still a ton of wind outside this ballpark, and when you get above the stadium rim, the wind very much comes into play. Whereas in the bowl of the stadium, there's very little wind at all. There's Adrianza, who's 0 for 2 and a walk. Grounded down to third, a foul ball. If you go out into the concourse behind the upper deck, you could get blown over.
That's right.
But they've sealed off all the openings within the grandstand so that from foul pole to foul pole, there's very little wind.
It's like a small cocoon in here.
Very different from Old Candlestick Park, where the wind was everywhere. Candlestick, which is no more.
No longer, right?
Just finished it knocking it down recently. 1-1 to Adrianza. Of course, the 49ers stayed at Candlestick after the Giants left, but they moved to their new stadium in Santa Clara. And there's some of what was left of Candlestick before they took the whole thing down. Slowly hit down to Tejada, and he gets the force to end the inning. So John Neese continues his brilliant night, 8 scoreless innings. We go to the 9th with no score. Ninth inning, Michael Kadire leads off against Sergio Romo in a scoreless game and takes a slider for a strike. Well, John Neese coming off after 8 scoreless innings and apparently done for the night despite only 81 pitches. His spot is due up 4th in this inning, and the Mets certainly hope to get to his spot. Kadire had a walk-off hit against Sergio Romo when the Giants were in New York a month ago. Here are the numbers on Neese as he just continues to get better and better as this season goes along. Kadire 1 for 3 tonight, an infield hit in the 4th, one of only 3 Met hits tonight. And Kadire hooks one into left field for a base hit. On an 0-2 pitch, Romo threw a pretty decent slider, and Kadire gets a base hit.
Can't say this caught too much of the plate. It's just right on the knees on the outside corner, but every pitch was outside prior to that. Good hitting by Kadire.
So the Mets get the leadoff man on yet again. 3rd straight inning they've had the first man aboard. Now Kirk Neuenhuis, who's walked twice tonight and grounded out in his return to the Mets. Let's see what he's asked to do.
Wallace wasn't able to execute. Let's see if Neuenhuis can.
Johnny Manel on deck, then the pitcher's spot. Lucas Duda available to pinch hit. And Neuenhuis asked to bunt and fouls it off. The bunting by the position players on this team has been nothing short of dreadful.
Terry Collins saying they work on it every day. Well, they might be working on it, but they can't take it into the game. Trying to make these bunts too perfect. Just get the ball down and deaden it.
Duffy in on the grass at 3rd after that first bunt attempt. Neuenhuis stabs at it for strike 2. Game 2 of this series tomorrow night. Bartolo Colon against Matt Cain. Our coverage begins at 9 o'clock. Mets and Giants here at AT&T Park, right here on SNY. Coming up on Geico Sports Night after the post game. Jacob deGrom going to the All-Star game. All the baseball, and a troubling case for the Giants. Football Giants. 2 to Neuenhuis. Mark was hitting .293 at Las Vegas when he was recalled. 7 home runs in 15 games in the rarefied air of Nevada. Santiago Casilla, the closer, and Josh Osich, the hard-throwing lefty the Giants just called up the other day, getting ready behind Romo. Kadire at first and nobody out. Scoreless game, 9th inning. And Neuenhuis tries to lay off the slider, and he held it in time. 2-2.
Good call there by Jordan Baker. Bat's held behind the plate. Lucky play there for Posey. That ball bounced on him, stayed in front of him.
Did not go down to block it. Tried to scoop it out on the short hop and almost missed it. And that's a big, wild pitch if it gets by him. With the go-ahead run at first in the 9th inning. Neuenhuis has worked his way back to 2-2 after missing a couple of bunts. Kadire no threat to be running. Mets bench is in such a state that there's not even anybody who can really pinch run. Jerry's familiar if the Mets get the lead. Bobby Parnell if they don't. Too high, and now a full count to Neuenhuis. Would you take a gamble here and send Kadire?
Not with what you saw from Neuenhuis in his first go around with the Mets. Lots and lots of strikeouts. I wouldn't take the chance.
He's going. Neuenhuis pulls one, base hit. Kadire going first to 3rd. Run down by Blanco. Kadire will be held at 3rd. Neuenhuis into 2nd with a double. 2nd and 3rd and nobody out. Kirk Neuenhuis in his first game back with the Mets couldn't get a bunt down, but he drills a double.
He got the fastball, very surprised by that from Romo, and hooks it past Brandon Belt. Kadire was moving. I said he wouldn't be. He was. And then the hustle double by Neuenhuis, who has all that speed. So Blanco play back on that ball and throw it to his cutoff man, Belt, which allowed Neuenhuis to go to second.
Well, Tim Teufel waited a long time before stopping Kadire with nobody out. Probably the right move. Johnny Manel, the next batter, and looks like they're going to go to Casilla in this spot.
Well, good hitting by Neuenhuis. And think about it. Anyone need to hit more than Neuenhuis?
His first appearance for the Mets since May, and he comes through with a double. Now the Mets will try and cash it in. We'll be right back. Bruce Bochy brings in his closer Santiago Casilla to face the former Giants farmhand Johnny Manel. That's a second and third and nobody out in the ninth inning.
Well, Casilla hasn't pitched in 5 days. The last time he pitched, he gave up a 3-run home run walk-off to Justin Bour of the Miami Marlins. So
a little delay as the ball got loose in the bullpen where Jerry's Familia is warming up. Infield comes in for the Giants. Manel 0 for 3 tonight against his old organization. Kadire at third, Neuenhuis at second. And Manel is swinging at the slider, 0-1. He's been over anxious all night.
Well, he's swung through some changeups and curveballs from Heston. Now another breaking ball from Casilla.
Lucas Duda's come out on deck to bat for John Neese. That's trying to get Neese a win. And Manel pops one foul. That'll go out of play. And now it's 0-2. Michael Kadire led off the inning with a base hit on an 0-2 slider. And then Neuenhuis, after failing to get a bunt down twice, worked it to 3-2 and drilled a double. And the Mets trying to cash in, as they did in the first game of the series in Los Angeles when they went to the ninth inning tied and were able to scratch out a run. Oh, and 2 to Manel. Well up high. Sergio Romo came in to get a big out to end the eighth, but then back-to-back hits to start the ninth. And Casilla trying to bail him out. Mets have had 5 hits tonight. 1-2 to Manel. Up and away, 2-2. Lucas Duda held out of the starting lineup tonight because he's been struggling on deck to pinch hit. It was a struggling Michael Kadire who got this inning started, and that hit could be a big boost for him. 2-2. Ball 3. So Casilla got ahead 0-2 on Manel. And with 3 high fastballs, he's run it full. Casilla hasn't pitched in 5 days since giving up a walk-off home run to Justin Bour in Miami. And the rookie left-hander, Josh Osich, staying ready. Might well bring him in to face Duda if Casilla can't get Manel. 3-2. And Manel pulls one into right field for a base hit, and the Mets have the lead. Kadire is in. Neuenhuis right behind him. Heading for second is Manel. He has a 2-run double, and the Mets have a 2-0 lead in the ninth. Johnny Manel waiting all night to cash in against his old organization. A 2-run double in the top of the 10th, and the Mets grab the lead.
What an inning for the Mets here. Kadire with the leadoff hit on an 0-2 count. Neuenhuis now with 2 walks and double pushes him to third base, and Johnny Manel works to count to 3-2, much like he did in Sunday's game in Los Angeles, and gets a double here. So Kadire went back, but Neuenhuis had read it right away and scored easily.
Both the runs charged against Romo, still nobody out in the inning. And now Duda bats for Nice. And John Nice all of a sudden in a position he hasn't been in a long time. Pitcher of record on the long side. John hasn't had a win in almost 2 months. And the Mets have put him in that position tonight. 8 scoreless innings for John. Duda was 0 for 5 yesterday in Los Angeles. Struck out 3 times. John McGee up in the bullpen for the Giants. Now at second and nobody out. 2 runs home in the inning. And Lucas a check swing strike. 1-2.
Just a backdoor breaking ball. Catches the outside corner.
Lucas is 0 for 2 as a pinch hitter this year. Murphy pumping up Kadire, whose base hit got the whole thing started here in the ninth. I don't think anybody needed to hit more than Kadire did.
Kadire and Neuenhuis. Both.
Fouls back. Well, Kadire had an infield hit earlier in the game, but able to take a pretty good pitch from Romo and hook it into left field.
Well, fly after the game, fly the day of the game. Still, Giants being shut out here at AT&T Park.
Jerry's Familia, who's hoping to be named to the All-Star team, getting ready for the save opportunity. Jerry's is on the final ballot. Duda hanging in there. Well, the Mets were unable to crack Chris Heston through a no-hitter against them last month. Allowed just 3 hits over 7 1/3 tonight. That's 3 hits in 16 1/3 innings against Heston. But they have come through against the Giants bullpen. Johnny Manel with the big hit. Started the night with 2 runs batted in. Doubles that with 1 swing. And Duda goes down swinging on the changeup, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, Casilla has all 3 pitches: that sinking fastball, changeup, and breaking ball, and that one gets Duda.
So that's the first out, and now Juan Lagares will step in. Lagares 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch his last time up, and then some rather iffy thinking on the base paths cost him. Anderson hit a bloop down the left field line that fell in, and Lagares for some reason had gone back to tag up and got forced at second base. Might have taken the Mets out of a scoring chance in the 8th. But they've been able to cash 2 in the 9th. That's on the corner. 0-2.
And Casilla seems to have found his range now after those 5 days off.
There are no gimmies for Familia in the bottom of the ninth. Duffy, Posey, and Pagan. And if anybody gets on, Brandon Belt. So he'll be facing the heart of the Giants' order. Nobody covering. Well, right after we're done here in San Francisco, Gary Apple and Jim Duquette take charge. WB Mason post-game live of all the reaction, the highlights, the analysis, everything you could possibly want to know right after we're done here. Oh, 2 from Casilla, and a breaking ball in the dirt. 1-2. Well, the Giants in danger of their 7th straight loss. These odd years have been odd for the Giants. Champions in 2010, 2012, 2014. It's those in-between years that have plagued them. It's already their 4th losing streak of 5 games or more this year. And they'll be down to 500 if they lose tonight. 1-2. Lagares hits one toward the middle. That's a base hit. Around third comes Manel. Pagan's throw to the plate is knocked down at the mound. It's an RBI single for Juan Lagares. And the Mets have scored 3 times in the ninth and lead 3-0.
Well, a little makeup there for Juan Lagares. Bad base running the last time he was up, but good slider by Casilla, but still able to get that ball up the middle.
So Bruce Bochy will make another pitching change, and Machi will come in. We'll be right back to San Francisco. Gene Machi will be the 3rd reliever in this 9th inning for the Giants, facing Curtis Granderson. And Granderson takes a fastball for a strike.
This is Machi's 6th appearance after coming off the disabled list. He had a left groin strain that he missed 17 games for the Giants.
So he's done very well against lefties, not as well against righties. He's got that good splitter. That is the weapon he uses against lefties. And he gets out on Granderson 0-2. Well, the Mets have put together a big ninth inning. They bunched 4 hits to score 3 runs. Kadire got it started. Neuenhuis with a big hit after failing to get a bunt down, and then Manel able to work his way back from behind in the count to double in 2 runs. Lagares adding a base hit, also behind in the count, to get the 3rd run in. And Granderson fouls it off.
You like to see that from the most unlikely of heroes. You know, Kadire with an 0-2 hit against Romo, who usually puts you away when he has you 0-2.
So all 4 hits of this inning have come after the Mets fell behind in the count.
Neuenhuis couldn't get a bunt down, but he makes amends.
Anderson pops one up in foul ground, and that'll go out of play.
Lagares doesn't run the bases properly. He makes amends.
Well, the Mets had just enough to win their first game in Los Angeles. They rallied late in the second game and fell a run shy. Put together a big offensive game yesterday. Shut out for 8 innings today, but making up for it in the 9th. And Granderson goes down on the splitter, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. So McCheek comes in with a strikeout.
And it's a pitcher you're talking about, Gary, just as good as anyone in the game from the right-hand side. But you know what? Still go back to the same thing, right, Gary? He needed 8 shutout innings from Jonathan Nice to get to this place.
Well, Nice is in line for the win. It'll be just his 4th win of the year and his 1st in his last 10 starts. It's a long time to wait, particularly when he's been pitching well now for the last month. Here's Tejada, 1 for 3 and a walk today. Takes a slider up high for ball 1. Adrianza goes the short way and gets the 3rd out. But the Mets rally for 3 runs in the top of the 9th. The former Giant Johnny Manel, with a couple in scoring position, brings them both home. Familia will try and close it out in the bottom of the 9th. All-Star. Go to Mets.com/vote between now and Friday and cast your 2015 Esurance MLB All-Star Game final vote. As Familia faces Matt Duffy to start the last of the 9th. The Mets are also offering a 3 tickets for $27 ticket package to this weekend's games against Arizona. Go to Mets.com/vote to take advantage of that offer. So Duda playing first base as Kadire comes out of the game. Duffy 0 for 2 and a walk tonight. Line right to Duda, and that's the first out in the bottom of the ninth.
Good break here for the Mets. Duffy with some good hitting, but that ball right at Duda.
Familia trying for the save. Every save this year means another opportunity to win prizes from Delta Airlines. Go to Mets.com/Delta Dugout to sign up now.
Terry Collins was arguing the case for Familia before the game to be an all-star. 22 saves, but even more importantly, he's been asked to do what closers used to be asked to do, and that's go more than an inning. 7 times he's done that for the Mets.
Here's Buster Posey 0 for 3 tonight. Posey came up with the bases loaded in the 6th. Neese got him to ground out to 3rd. That was the biggest out Neese got all night. John allowed just 3 hits over 8 innings. Walked 2, struck out 4, lowered his ERA for the year to 3.58. And will have his first win in nearly 2 months if Familia can close it. And that high fastball right by Posey, 0-2.
Jonathan Neese has always pitched well in this big ballpark here in San Francisco.
4 starts now. His lifetime ERA here is 1.24. Familia ahead 0-2. The quick pitch, and Posey fouls it off. Henry Mejia, Familia's good friend, returns tomorrow. There was so much conversation in the winter about who was going to close for the Mets. Familia, the incumbent, Parnell returning from injury. But Familia has been everything that the Mets could have wanted, and now there is no conversation.
Well, you just don't know when you're young pitchers if they're ready to take on that 9th inning responsibility. But Familia has, he hasn't looked back. As good as anyone I've seen at this age, taking that 9th inning.
0-2, and Posey lifts one to right. Granderson on a few strides, 2 out. I mean, when you see Posey taking ugly swings like that.
Well, what he did is he quick pitched him twice and threw 2 fastballs. Then he quick pitched him there and threw a slider. So I think that Posey might have been rare, but maybe guessing on that pitch.
So the Giants are down to their final out. Mets looking for back-to-back shutouts. 8-0 win last night, and a 3-0 lead with an out to go. Angel Pagano for 3. How good has the Mets pitching been? Dodgers had 3 hits Friday night, 3 hits yesterday. The Giants have 3 hits tonight. That's 3 times in 4 games.
Zeros.
Pagan lifts one foul. That'll go out of play. A ball and a strike.
14 innings the last 2 days, no runs. And that shot of the Mets dugout is hilarious because you see relievers with their hoodies on, and he's been so good they've almost cashed it in already.
Shut it down. Just waiting to go out and shake hands.
The relievers are in the dugout here at AT&T Park.
Fastball strike. And now the Giants are down to their final strike. Bartolo Colon getting ready for his start tomorrow night up on the top step. Get that hoodie just right. 1-2. Up and away. 2-2 to Pagan. If Pagan can keep it going, Brandon Belt would be next. Two to Pagan. He struck him out, and the ball game is over. Jeurys Familia comes in to save it for John Neese. They combine on a 3-hit shutout. The Mets' second consecutive shutout. The Mets go to 3-1 on the road trip as they rally for 3 in the 9th and beat the Giants 3-0.
Well, Jonathan Neese with the sharpest 8 innings we've seen from him all year long. And would you believe on July 6th the heroes would be Kadire, Neuenhuis, and Monell.
Johnny Manel, first game against his old organization, comes through with the big hit. Kirk Neuenhuis, just back after 2 months in exile, gets a big hit as well. John Neese gets his first win since May the 9th with 8 splendid innings as the Mets beat the Giants 3-0. For every Mets win, the Mets Foundation is proud to contribute $2,500 to the